What if the woman the world calls fearless once spent her childhood learning how to survive chaos? Before the billionaire brands, the stadium tours, and the global influence, Rihanna was simply a girl trying to find peace inside a home filled with tension. And the truth is, the storms that shaped her long before fame may explain why she became one of the most resilient figures in modern pop culture. Robin Rihanna Fenty was born on February 20th, 1988, in St. Michael, Barbados. From the outside, the island looked like paradise: turquoise water, warm wind, music floating through the streets. But inside her family's modest home, life often felt different. Her father struggled with addiction, and arguments between her parents sometimes filled the house with silence that children learn to fear but cannot explain. Rihanna once admitted that love and confusion lived side by side in those years. She adored her father, yet often didn't understand what was happening around her. By the time she was 14, the tension finally broke. Her parents separated. Strangely, the pain also brought relief. The house grew quieter. Even the severe headaches that had plagued her childhood began to disappear. Doctors once feared something serious, but many later believed those migraines were simply the weight of emotional stress carried by a young girl trying to stay strong. And that's when music became her escape. At school, assemblies, and small talent shows in Bridgetown, Rihanna discovered something powerful. When she sang, people listened. Teachers noticed the depth in her voice. Friends pushed her to perform more. Yet dreaming of global music success from Barbados felt like imagining a ship sailing beyond the horizon. Then, in 2003, something extraordinary happened. American producer Evan Rogers visited the island on vacation. Someone mentioned a teenage girl who could sing. When Rihanna stepped into the room and performed, Rogers later said the atmosphere changed instantly. The voice wasn't just technically good, it carried emotion. Real emotion. Soon after, she flew to New York at just 16. Imagine that moment. Leaving everything familiar behind. Stepping into a city filled with thousands chasing the same dream. During an audition at Def Jam Recordings, she sang for Jay-Z. The story goes that executives were so impressed they didn't want her leaving the building without signing a deal. By 2005, her debut album launched her into the global spotlight. Hits like Pon de Replay climbed charts worldwide. But fame moved fast. Too fast. By 2007, the album Good Girl Gone Bad and the anthem Umbrella turned her into an international phenomenon. The song held the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks and won her first Grammy in 2008. Then came the painful chapter the world remembers. In 2009, her relationship with Chris Brown ended in a shocking incident that forced her to withdraw from the Grammy Awards. For a 20-year-old artist already living under relentless scrutiny, the heartbreak unfolded in front of millions. But here's the remarkable part. Rihanna didn't disappear. She transformed. Songs like We Found Love and Diamonds dominated global charts, helping her sell more than 250 million records and collect 9 Grammy Awards. And she didn't stop with music. Through brands like Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, she built a business empire that eventually made her a self-made billionaire. Today, her life looks different. Alongside A$AP Rocky, she raises their children while balancing business, creativity, and family. The woman who once escaped pain through music now measures success in quieter ways: peace, love, and protection for the people she cares about. And maybe that's the real story. Rihanna's life isn't just about fame. It's about endurance. Proof that even when life begins in uncertainty, the human spirit can still rise higher than anyone ever imagined.